It's me, your little boy, Samson. Let me tell you two things. They are seriously, regretting and embarrassed because the more evil plot they plot against you, the higher you go. That's why the Bible says, who is that will curse whom I have blessed? Who is that will bring down whom I have lifted? Because Christ has been lifted above principalities and powers. Let me tell you, you have a lot of people who plot evil against you. You have a lot of people who have gone behind the scheme to betray you. You have a lot of people who have gone beyond all kinds behind you to do or to betray you, to make sure you lose your job, to make sure you lost all kinds of opportunities. But what shocked them is that the more they tried to plot evil against you, the more favor you have. The more they tried to plot evil, the more evil they plot against you, the more elevation you get. This is the reason why they have now fully come to discover that they made a big fool of themselves by plotting evil against you. This is why they are now so embarrassed, because they have now fully come to discover that all that you got, you ought not to have them. But you have them because of what they plot against you. Today, majority of people are so frustrated because they have fully come to discover why you are blessed the most. A lot of people are so embarrassed because they have fully come to understand why you are doing best the most. A lot of people are so frustrated because they have fully come to identify why you are elevating the most. Because the more evil they plot to plot you down, the more they realize that you are doing better. The more they try to reduce you, the more they try to cost you, the more they try to cost you pain, cost you havoc, the more they try to cost you downfall, the more they try to make things become worse every day in your life, the more they realize that you are lifted above principalities and powers. So it's something that is killing a lot of people around you, choosing. It's something that is embarrassing and frustrating a lot of people around you, because despite of all that they have did, despite of all that they have done, despite of all their evil work against you, despite of all the plot which they have plotted, because trust me, you have no idea how many of your close friends, how many of your relatives who go behind you just to make sure nothing work out for you, who go behind you just to make sure you never succeed, who go behind you just to make sure everything about you go down. But what shocked them is that the more they do, the more they hear good news from you. The more they do, the more they hear that you are doing well. The more they do, the more they are telling them, this your brother is accomplishing that, is becoming this, is becoming that. And this is the reason why they are unhappy, because they never expect what they did never to affect you. It shocked them, because now you are becoming more lifted every day. You are now becoming great every day. You are now becoming successful every day. You are now becoming unique every day. Everything about you is now being what is so interest, because they have now fully come to place you where you never ought to be. That is what shocked Haman. Haman looked around everybody, said, who else will be blessed? Not knowing that those ones he was troubling, those ones he was rising up against, those ones he was trying to kill, frustrate and destroy, are the one that God was preparing to do or to bless. They are the one that God was planning to elevate, because Haman thought he would be the one that would be favored, because he believed within himself that he had been eating, maybe he had been eating with the king, drinking with the king, chilling with the king, doing all kinds of stuff with the king, not knowing that the heart of man is not the heart of God. The thought of man is not the thought of God. So let me tell you, you have to understand that there are a lot of people who their thought is that what they plot against you will do what will make will affect you to the point where every prosperity in your life will be locked up. We affect you to the point where everything that concerns you will be locked up. But it shocked them, because all that they tried to use against you is what God is using to elevate you. It shocked your enemy, because the more they do, the more they realize that you are leaving them behind. You are leaving them behind, and that is why they are sick. You get me? A lot of people who plot evil against you, many of them are absolutely so frustrated because they have fully come to identify that you that they are plotting evil against, you that they are rising up against, you that they are speaking all kinds of evil words towards, you that they are hating every day, you are leaving them behind. And this is the reason why they are regretting. Because where they are today, that is exactly where they do used to be. Where they do used to be before, that is exactly where they are. So there is no change, there is no transfer, there is no transformation. And this is why they are so embarrassed, because they are plotting evil for you never to do, to encounter something good, for you never to do better than them. Not that you are now, that you are now doing better than them. That is the case right now. Why they are embarrassed, but they are now embarrassed because you are doing better than them and you have left them behind. You are growing better than them, you are succeeding better than them, and despite of all their plot, you are still flying like eagle above them. Remember last.